Hello and welcome to Sing It to the World. My name is Daria, I'm a singer and a vocal coach, and today we're looking at how to sing Defying Gravity from Wicked. Today we're in the key of B flat major, and the range is from A flat 3, which is your lowest note. I'm through with playing by the rules. The is your lowest note, and the highest note is F5. Mid down. As you very well know, this song is quite long, so it's about 7.5 minutes long. So what I did, you can just navigate through this song easily and through this lesson. I divided it into parts. We've got 13 parts. There's a lot to cover. Let's get straight into it. So your part 1 is I hope you're happy, which is very conversational, it's very active. So I need you to think about it as if you're just talking about. So let's look at the lyrics. You go, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy now. You've heard your cause forever. I hope you think you're clever. You know, you're just talking about it in a very kind of passionate way. I think emotion plays a massive part in this song, so make sure to channel that in, okay? We are here on chest voice. Chest voice is your speaking voice. It's the voice that I'm speaking with right now. Make sure, however, that your diction, how active you're pronouncing the words, is there, because that's gonna add to the emotion, it's gonna add to that energy and that flow of your vocal phrasing. So try this for me, okay? So you've got, I hope you're happy. See how I'm really opening my mouth here? Really open it. I'd rather you exaggerated it a little bit than did less. Obviously, it should all look fairly normal. If it looks like this, then you're overdoing it. So now we need to keep going with the same I hope you're happy, I hope you're happy 2-bit. Same kind of vibe, just keep it active, okay? So let's try this together. I hope you're happy. See, it's just spoken. I hope you're happy too. I hope you're proud how you would grovel in submission to feed your own ambition. Yeah, the next bit, which is so though I can't imagine how. You are still on your chest voice, yeah, so your speaking voice. However, we need to hit B flat 4 there, which is a break point for most female singers. What is a break? A break is when your voice kind of naturally wants to go into that head voice, into your light voice. And the danger is that we start pulling our chest voice up, you know, and it starts sounding really stressed out. How do we avoid it? What I need you to think about is a technique called a surprised breath. I teach it here and Sing It to the World pretty much in every lesson. It is a favorite technique of mine. It's an amazing tool to relieve that tension that you may have in your throat, especially on high notes, especially towards your break, and if you want your chesty bells to sound nice and free. Imagine as if you're surprised by something, like, oh, what's that? What's that? Yeah? So what's going on when you do that breath? Just feel this place for me. So just pop your hands on your neck and just do this again. It feels like it's expanding, doesn't it? It feels a bit bigger here. So what we're doing, we're making room here in your neck, okay, in your throat, for the sound to resonate and come out beautifully. When you do a surprise breath, so do this again and pop your hand here on your voice box, on your larynx for me, so. And again. Yeah? Do you feel your larynx just dropping down? And when your larynx is a bit lower, you are basically releasing any throat tension that you may have, and you're gonna sound a lot more free. So I need you to do something like this. Surprise breath. So though I can't imagine how. Big mouth, big throat here. So though, yeah. And another very important thing. We need to bring a little bit of brightness into it, don't we? Let's think of the sound. No, no, no. Vocal cry. No, no, no. What is vocal cry? Vocal cry is this bright kind of quality that boosts higher frequencies in your voice. It also stretches your vocal folds a little bit. And why is that good? Because we're approaching high notes. There's a lot of high notes today, yeah? And we need your vocal folds stretched out because your vocal folds naturally stretch on high notes. So vocal cry kind of helps you do that, which is great. It's what we need, yeah? So you've got no, no, no. Try that for me. No, no, no. Really cry about it. No, no, no. Lovely. Now that is too much. That's like 100% of cry. You don't want that much. It's just a bit too moany. Yeah. So we want a little bit less whilst keeping that brightness alive. So pair that up now, that vocal cry, the no, 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 yeah, with a surprised breath. So no, 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 no. Lovely. Now try it again for luck. No, 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 no. Very nice. So though is our lyric, yeah? So though I can't imagine how. Let's try this together. Think of the vocal cry and the surprise breath. Let's go. So though I can't imagine how. Lovely, very well done. Now I suspect you might be struggling a little bit with that B flat 4 chesty belt, and I understand completely. It's a very awkward place to belt because your chest voice wants to like let go and your head voice is like, yeah, I'm here, please let me in. What we want to do is make sure that we layer those techniques. So the techniques I'm going to teach you here, just in this first part, we're going to be using these throughout the whole lesson. So please listen very carefully, because later on in the song, I'll be like, right guys, our belting steps, yeah, let's do surprise breath, vocal cry, support, yeah, etc. Because I'm going to add steps to it. Now, how do we layer this? What was our first technique? It was surprise breath, we know that. Number 2 is vocal cry. Number 3, I need you to start bringing your oomph in. I call this the oomph. This is your vocal support, this is your power. Your abdominal area is how you control your breath flow for singing. So basically, if you squeeze it too much, that's gonna add tension to your voice and you're gonna sound shouty. If you don't squeeze it enough, if it's just relaxed, your vocal folds are not gonna have enough air pressure to come together and stay put for the belt to happen, because belting is when your vocal folds are coming together very firmly to produce that really loud sound. So we need to make sure that that happens. So how do we do it? Bring your knuckles in for me and just try doing this. Just push them together a bit. Is there anything going on here in your support area, in your oomph? Try this again. Mine is tensing a bit every time I bring my knuckles together. Is it the same for you? Let me know in the comments below. I need you to do a surprise breath, add vocal cry to it, and towards imagine how, I need you to keep your mouth open and start bringing your knuckles in. So once again, yes, steps. Surprise breath. Don't do that though, yeah? No, breathe low. We're breathing low always. Your singer's breathing. Don't do this, okay? No. Relax your shoulders, okay? Drop your shoulders. Just think of your ribs for me when you breathe. So, do you see that? Expanding. Try this again quickly for me. Lovely. So, singer's breathing. Paired up with a surprise breath is your first step. So though vocal cry, I can't imagine how. Brought your knuckles in. So, singer's breathing. Yeah, your ribs, your tummy coming out. Surprise breath, giving you space here in your throat, in your larynx. Yeah, to do this, to sound not tense and sound free. And then you add in vocal cry for brightness and to stretch your vocal folds for high notes. And make sure your support, yeah, is there towards the high note. Something really important, okay? I don't need you to do it just on how, because that's high note. No, you need to start bringing it slowly. Yeah, not like this, no, slow and steady towards that note. So imagine how would be a good point to start bringing your knuckles in. So we're finished on how, yeah? I hope you're happy. We're starting again on B flat 4 for the I hope you're happy right now. It's not a belt per se, yeah, but it's still B flat 4. It's still your chest voice. And I need you to maintain that same kind of belt position that we did just now. So surprise breath. I hope you're happy, cry right now. Yeah. Right, let's move on to the next part. Your part 2 is you can still be with the wizard. It's a very different vibe here. We've got a quiet sort of part, a falsetto-y kind of light voice. So let's have a look. First of all, what is falsetto? Falsetto is your breathy head voice. Head voice is that voice, yeah? So now add to that voice, add a bit of breathiness. So it's very light. Try it for me. Very light, Say that, say that. Very light. Nice, exactly that. You've got the lyrics on the screen, so just follow them. So we've got light kind of voice. You can still be with the wizard. What you've worked and waited for. Do you see how light that is? It's quite low for falsetto, I have to tell you that. Yeah, it's quite low, but falsetto here is more of an effect. Think of it as an effect that we're using to add a bit of softness, a bit of that emotion, yeah? And it's quieter too, so make sure you bring it down a little bit in volume. But diction and articulation need to stay put. Why? Because we're telling a story. This is storytelling. We need to make sure that the story, the words that we're telling, yeah, our audience are heard, are understood, that we can really hear what's going on, basically, okay, in the song. So, you can still be with the wizard, what you've worked and waited for. You can have all you ever wanted. Now, let's have a look at this. So, I need you to remember the surprise breath technique that we just did in part 1. So that big space here is what we need throughout the whole song, okay? That's not going away. And if you are having trouble with it, if for example you are someone who tends to have throat tension sometimes, you need to always just remember to just ground yourself that way, yeah? Remember that I need you to breathe low, so breathe, they say, into your stomach. You're not really breathing into your stomach, okay? It's not really what's going on. It's just that your ribs coming outward, yeah? They're going out, they're expanding, you're breathing with your lungs, that's what really is going on, yeah? And your diaphragm will drop and push the organs out, and this is why the tummy comes out. So, yeah, that's your breath. Now, pair it up with that surprised feeling, yeah? Now, I need you to make it realistic and doable for yourself, because imagine you're performing this song, yeah? You don't want to do something like a surprise breath like this, yeah? No, it needs to be small, not like this though, it's not abrupt, something in the middle, okay? We need a good middle ground here, so just that, okay? It's a small, short breath, paired up with this, that's it, that's it. It doesn't need to be this either, just comfortable, yeah? And then hold it, don't let it all go, don't go, you can still be with the wizard. Okay, so you can still be with the wizard and pronounce it, what you've worked and waited for. Lovely. You can have all you ever open your mouth wanted. So do you remember that no, no, no? Yeah, placement we did earlier for the belt. It's the same kind of thing now, but I'm gonna change it into now. So it's not no, it's now, okay? Because we need a bigger mouth. Now, 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 now. Try that for me and make sure that your mouth is well open, okay? Let's go. You can have all you ever wanted, but on now, now, now. Ready? Surprise breath. Now, 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 now. Very nice. Now try it with the lyrics. Surprise breath. You can have all you ever wanted. Falsetto needs space. This is why I'm like, open your mouth, okay? Now, now, now. It's not no, it's now here, because you need a bigger space here, okay? However, it's still quite cryy. I'd say, you can have all, it's very cryy. Vocal cry is something we're gonna keep coming back to in this song. This is why I'm like, you guys, try to remember these steps, yeah? But like in a nice way, don't overload your brain, okay? Don't overthink it, okay? It doesn't help. So we're layering techniques. We've got surprise breath, you've got vocal cry, you've got your support, yeah? There will be other things, so like opening your mouth and stuff, and pronouncing the words well. And that all together, that's gonna help you sing the song really well. We're continuing with that light falsetto voice for but I don't want it. No, I can't want it. But anymore is chest voice. So anymore. And then I need you to turn the volume down towards the end of that more, yeah, word. And I need you to add a bit of vibrato to it. If you're struggling with vibrato, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to do a full lesson on how to find vibrato and how to train it here on Sing It to the World. Make sure to stick around. So how do we transition from I can't want it anymore into that chesty anymore? On the air of anymore, I need you to do something that's called a glottal attack. I don't need you to overdo it though. So what is a glottal attack? A glottal attack is that sort of a little bit of a pushier sort of sound, yeah? Like like a little needle, anymore, okay? So try this for me. I don't need you to sound like anymore, anymore, a little bit. So why does that help you transition? On your falsetto, your vocal folds are barely coming together. Let's say they're coming together about 30-40%. So just barely coming together, okay? Because it's this light sort of sound, yeah, light and breathy. Now, chest voice isn't light and breathy, is it? It's got power, it's got volume. And how is it so? That is because your vocal folds come together fully, so they're doing this as opposed to that. So how do we engage your vocal folds to do something a bit firmer, yeah, on chest voice? We're adding glottal attack. Glottal attack, basically, like I said, yeah, it's that kind of sort of sound. But what are the mechanics of the sound? So your vocal folds come together first, and then breath comes out. So that's your glottal attack. Now, when overdone, because it can be harmful if you do it all the time and you do it wrongly, okay? I want you to know that, okay? So how do you overdo glottal attack? Anymore, that's too much. That's you just slamming your vocal folds against each other. That doesn't sound healthy, does it? No, let's not do that, okay? So anymore. Show yourself if you want, just a little, okay? Just a little bit, all right? And that's how you help yourself transition into a different register, which is your chest voice, okay? From falsetto, which also is a vocal register. So that's it. And this is your part 2. Okay, this is your part 2 done. Part 3, something has changed within me, and it's gonna last until it's time to try Defying Gravity. We're continuing here with that falsetto light sort of feel. However, I'd say it's a bit more head voice here as opposed to falsetto. Just think of it as light sort of voice. Don't worry whether it's head voice or falsetto. Don't worry yourself too much, okay, about that. Just keep it light. That's our goal here. So you could do something has changed within me, yeah? Or you could even do it on chest voice, but just lightly. Something has changed within me. Like a bit of chest voice, a bit of head voice can do that too. I'm just gonna stick to head voice so that we can just stick to one thing, okay? But you are free to try out different things because your voice might respond better to other ways, okay? So there's another way for you to do it. Now, the only problem is, like I said earlier, this is quite low for head voice. So we want to make sure that we don't drop it into something has changed within me. What I need you to think about is singing as if you're throwing it. You throw in a ball. Think of that. Just do that. Do that. Something has changed. Something has changed. Yeah? Think of that. If the throwing is a bit too much or it just doesn't work for you, absolutely fine. Grab a pencil for me. Just looking for a pencil, and we're gonna try something else. Don't have a pencil, I've got a makeup brush, so but it doesn't matter, it does the same thing. Singing above the pencil is basically when you're throwing the sound over something. So think of that, it's basically like throwing a ball. It's just here you can really direct the sound and visualize it that way. So you go, something has changed within me, yeah? Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. This is how you can visualize where the sound is going. I don't need you here. I don't need you below the pencil. I don't need you to do this. Something has changed within that. Something has changed within me. And pronounce it. That's gonna really help you bring your vocal folds together more. Because by doing active diction articulation, you are applying more air pressure, basically, which in turn makes your vocal folds come together more. Try it again for me. Let's go. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. Lovely. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Very nice. Now, rules note is gonna be a little brighter, okay? And think of this for me. Woo! Try that. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Rules! Rules of. Do you see how woo my mouth is, yeah? It's like a tube. Ooh, okay. Don't do that though, okay? Don't tense your mouth too much. Relax your mouth. Relax your mouth. Rules of. And use that R sound to sort of slide up to the note. So, rules. Just say it first. Do you see what we're doing here? It's like a slide, isn't it? Rules of someone else's game. Yeah, very good, well done. Next bit, which is too late for second guessing. We are back to your chest voice, to your speaking voice, okay? I need you to channel that part 1 energy again. Do you remember when we did I Hope You're Happy bit? Where we really made sure that we were storytelling to the max, and we just need to make sure that diction articulation are on point. So, too late for second guessing, just really pronounce it, okay? Too late to go back to sleep. So, A flat 4, absolutely doable. It's a belt. It's a belt and an E, but it's not a high belt. A flat 4 is not that high up, okay? It's doable. Now, an E belt is the worst belt, okay? I just need you to know this. E is very hard to belt on because it's just tiny. But the good news is we can just open our mouth and it'll be much better. Now, another good news is you already know how to achieve that free belt because we did B flat 4 belt just earlier in this lesson already. So, you've got your surprise breath, you've got your breathe low, yeah, belly breathing. Too late to go back to sleep. Now, sleep, it's not sleep, 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 sort of thing. That's gonna help you so much. And I need you to bring your knuckles in again. So, surprise breath, breathe low, none of this, yeah? Together with a little vocal cry, yeah? Just a little bit though. And your knuckles, your support. But we're not just bringing it on sleep, which is your highest note here. We are bringing it in a little bit earlier, gradually. I would say go back to sleep is your point of knuckles, okay? Too late to go back to sleep. Lovely. So, don't forget to give your belt space, yeah, on the E. Sleep. Yeah. Shouldn't be something like sleep. Should look normal. It should look presentable. If it looks awkward, like, no, don't do that much, okay? Now, sleep, all right? Sleep. Very nice, very nice. So we're keeping going with your chest voice, for it's time to trust my instincts. Keep it active. It's time to trust my instincts, yeah? Very active diction articulation. Close my eyes. That is very soft, isn't it? It's not close, it's not your head voice, no. It's just a soft type of chest voice. And you're adding cry to it. Close the, yeah? Close my eyes, eyes. As your little run there, da 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 da, eyes. And leap, we're gonna leave that till the next part because it's your link into part 4, which is time to try Defying Gravity. Part 4, it's time to try Defying Gravity. We've got a lot of register switches here, so let's make sure we focus on that. What do the register switches mean? That means that we're going to be going from your chest voice to your head voice, back to chest voice again, and we'll need to navigate those switches. Now don't you worry about that, I'm going to be right here teaching you how to do it. So let's give it a go. So your part 4 essentially starts on and leap, because and leap, it's time to try defying gravity. That's all one phrase. A vocal phrase is whatever you are basically singing in between taking breaths. So in very simple words, this phrase is sung on one breath here. And leap, it's time to try defying gravity. Now the difficult thing about this is A, breath control, and B, you've got register switches here. So I'll need you to go from your chest voice into your head voice for a minute. So check this out. Close my eyes, yeah? Now breath, breathe low. And leap, it's time to try defying gravity. So, leap, it's time is chest voice. To try is head voice. Defying gravity is back to chest voice. And it's not as difficult as it sounds, okay? Just trust me on that. It's very, very doable. So remember the steps we talked about before. They're gonna again come up here, okay? So before and leap, I need you to take a quick surprised breath. I don't need you to do something like this. No, because you're gonna struggle with this amount of air. This is a lot of air to manage. Quick breath, breathe low, check out what's going on here as I sing this long phrase. So, and leave, it's time to try defying gravity. You're full of air, and then you release, 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 tuck, tuck, tuck. When you know you're gonna run out of air. Around defying, I need you to start tucking. Defying gravity, but not like this. Slowly, 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 slowly. So, you're holding it first, and leave, just hold it. It's time to try, and then release, defy, and slowly, gravity. That way, you're gonna have enough air to sing any phrase in the world, okay? If you adapt this method. Now, remember that we need to make sure that our knuckles are present for end leap, 100%. And for its time. For your chesty, belty bits. And leap, it's time to try. So, try. It's not to try. It's not small. Give it space. To try. Is your head voice can be falsetto. My sound was just quite falsetto-y just now. But it can be to try, which is more head voicey, less breathy. Up to you. It's purely a stylistic choice here. So we had time to try. Drop that mouth, okay? Horizontal sort of mouth, vertical. However, always needs space, yeah? It's time. Spacious. It's just not time. It's not vertical. It's time to try. So how do you switch from to try into the defying gravity, which is your chest voice. I need you to just use the defying notes. Yeah, D and the F. Defying. Pronounce it well. Defying gravity. Fying, okay? Make sure that it's not fying, because the F, that F in defying, is a breathy consonant. And we need to be careful of breathy consonants when it comes to a powerful kind of chesty sound, because one breathy consonant, your vocal folds are not coming together at all. And we need them coming together, don't we? So what we can do is we can add like a bit of extra air pressure, fying, with the way you pronounce it. So it's supposed to fying. Fying. See how I'm using almost my teeth, yeah, to pronounce it. Fying. Okay. Fying. Alright? Try that for me. Same kind of thing is happening on I think I'll try defying. So, I think is your chest voice. I'll try is your head voice. Defy is your chest voice. Is your head voice. Gravity gravity is back to your chest voice. I think I'll. Just don't overdo that, yeah? Don't do that, okay? Too much. I think I'll try, vertical, defying gravity. So use those mouth positions that we talked about, yeah? Horizontal or a bit more horizontal. Don't do this, yeah? Don't overdo it. Horizontal and a bit more vertical for the head voice bit to give it a bit more space for resonance. Use those mouth positions to help you switch between registers. I also have vocal warm-ups for this particular purpose. For example, I've got an exercise called Ya-E, which will help you solidify the switches. So something like Ya-E, Ya-E, Ya. Okay, where you can practice just chest to head switches, and you can get this exercise and about 40 more if you subscribe to my email newsletter, which will give you access to my secret warm-up vault with all these vocal warm-up tracks that you can use for your vocal practice. The link is in the description below. And the last phrase of part 4 is "and you can pull me down," and that's just your normal chest voice that we've been singing with this whole lesson. We're gonna go into "I'm through accepting limits." It's a very similar kind of vibe to part 1, which is "I hope you're happy, I hope you're happy now," yeah? Which was your chest voice, conversational, active diction articulation. I'm through accepting limits, yeah? That sort of belty chest voice. Emotional, yeah? Add a bit of emotion to it because that's gonna help you with the projection of the sound and the flow of it. So, cause someone says they're so really active again, yeah? Some things I cannot change, but till I try. That's your C#5 chesty belt. Now remember that vocal cry we talked about today multiple times already. I need you to channel it in again, okay? For that C#5 belt, what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn a technique called anchoring. And we sort of started talking about it today already when I told you about rib breathing, yeah, low breathing, breathe low, yeah, there. And your support. So when you tense your abs a bit, when you bring that tension, the good tension, not over tensing, we're not overdoing it, yeah? Just good amount of air pressure. And anchoring is very much related to that. What is anchoring? Anchoring is a technique that is very useful on chesty belts. It just provides you with that extra layer of support. So you remember when we did that? Now we need to make sure that it's not just your ribs, like just at the front of your torso, yeah, here, that are coming out, but I need you to also focus on your back ribs. So pop your hands here on your back and just take a breath, thinking sort of there, thinking with that bit here. It's as if you have wings in your back, so it's just like there, that's your anchoring. So anchoring is like your back support. I call it the ring of power because it's like a ring around your torso when you belt. And what I need you to do with anchoring is sort of start preparing beforehand. We always need to start preparing for belts a bit earlier. So remember when I said to you about bringing support in a bit earlier, a couple of words earlier, yeah? Same sort of thing here with anchoring. So I'll need you to breathe as if you've got wings coming out of your back. If you put your like left leg here at the front, right leg a bit at the back, and you've got that springy feeling, yeah? And now you've got your back, and you've got kind of this ring that you rely on when you belt, and you can do like a little squat with it. And that is just we're engaging your whole body in this belting. Amazing. So I need you to do, okay? Your body can help you belt so much. And you're remembering about the wings here, yeah? Wings coming out of your back. That's your step 1, yeah? Anchoring. Anchoring sort of breathing, which is a combination of many things, yeah? In our case, it's your surprise breath. And whilst you do this, your wings are like as well, yeah? There. Remember that vocal cry? Yeah, don't overdo it. We just need a hint of brightness here, okay? Remember that your mouth needs to be really big, and I'll need you to bring your knuckles. So, but till I try, yeah? We don't have time here to bring it anywhere else. We'll just have to do that. Now, What did I tell you about E-belts before? They are the worst. Yeah, there's no way around it. They are the worst. But you can do but till I try. Oh, actually don't do that. That's too much. But till, it's not till, it's till. Just make sure that your teeth are not doing that, yeah? You're not doing this tense thing. So just open your mouth a bit. Till I try. Okay. We've got multiple steps now, but it's all making sense, isn't it? Because you're layering it as you go. And please tell me in the comments below if that's the case for you. Does the layering help you? Because you are now not looking at the high notes as something to be afraid of. You're looking at it from the point of, oh, actually, I've got 5 steps for that, and I can do it. So let's try and bring that back breathing, your anchoring, a bit earlier. Cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. But till I try, till I try. You don't have to bring the knuckles in. If you know how much your support is tensing when you do that, just tense it yourself, yeah? Just make sure that your wings are strong. Another little thing we're gonna add to that belt is we're gonna throw it, okay? Think of that, but till I try, okay? Throw it for me. Don't let it get stuck, no, let it go. Let it just fly. Right, once again for luck, we're gonna move on. Let's go. Cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Lovely. Very well done. How did it go? Let me know. After this, you are just carrying on with that newly found anchoring, yeah? Just carry on with that. Any chesty, loud, belty bit you've got. You know you've got this anchoring, this support within you that you can always use. You know you've got the throwing. You know you need to open your mouth. Yeah, you know you need to bring your support in. You need to bring the tension, the oomph a bit. Those belty steps. I need you to do the same thing for the rest of this part. And your part 5 ends with Atsuna by Defying Gravity. I need you to keep it belty. I need you to use your anchoring, yeah? Use your body to help you belt. Then you've got your back. Just don't do this, don't slouch, okay? No, you're doing this. This is how you move if you want to move, yeah? If you want to go, coast, you can do this, just don't do that, okay? No. Coast, yeah? Your wings are strong. Right, let's just quickly practice this again, okay? I'm for accepting limits, part 5, chesty, emotional, till, you've got anchoring, you've got throwing, a little bit of support, yeah? And open your mouth a bit on till, absolutely. Keep it active. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? 1, I'm through accepting limits. 3, 4. I'm through accepting limits. Cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes that much too high a cost. Just keep that power going for me. Open your mouth. Yeah, I said it so many times today, but I just really hope that this is gonna help you and these steps are gonna really sink in by the end of this lesson, and you will not be afraid of chesty belts anymore. Part 6, Atsuna by Defying Gravity. Quite similar to what we did before with a couple of changes that we're gonna look at right now. Now we're almost halfway through. I'm congratulating you on that. We made it so far. Very well done. I mean, it's the longest song I've done on the channel so far, and I've done about 30. So that tells you something. Right, let's have a look. So we're gonna start with Atsuna by. You can just start on head voice. That's fine. So I just need you to make sure you give that head voice space. Atsuna by. Give it space, yeah? Defying gravity, defying gravity. Same thing that we did earlier. Horizontal mouth, really pronounce it to switch back to chest voice. Next bit, which is kiss me goodbye. kiss me is your chest voice. Really pronounce the M for me. Me. Yeah, that's gonna keep it really bright for you. So kiss me goodbye is your head voice, but it's quite strong. I'd say it's really bright. Goodbye. Now the next bit of this phrase, we're gonna put it together, don't you worry about that. It's all gonna be sung on one breath in the end. You've got I'm defying, which is your chest voice again. Yeah, something we're very familiar with already. And then there's something interesting. We're bringing mixed voice into it. Mixed voice is a vocal register that has strength and power of chest voice and brightness and resonance of head voice. And that's what mixed voice is. It's like the best of both worlds. And if you want your voice to have a very healthy and long life, I suggest you really look into learning about mixed voice more, and especially mixed belts. That's gonna make it a lot more healthy for you in the long run, because we tend to get shouty on chest voice, and that's just not very healthy for our voices. Now, how is it a mixed voice? That ying note in defying, ying is your mixed voice. Ying! It's not ying, it's not your head voice. It's a lot more forward than this. So if you were to visualize it, where does the sound feel? Yeah, where it's purely a feeling, but where does it feel? Ying feels about here. It's like a tube, but when we move it to ying, that is a lot brighter, a lot louder as well. And there's a lot more vocal fold closure, so your vocal folds are coming together firmer. That chest voice power feel that I just told you about, yeah? Now, how do you get there? I need you to sing ing on head voice first, on purpose. Very nice, lovely head voice. We're gonna go from here, we're gonna slowly move it forward into kind of your nasal cavity, into your mask. It's called your mask, your face. Forward placement. I need you to also think about focusing your voice, your front teeth kind of thing. Think of that, okay? Just think of that. So from here, into your front teeth. And your support, you're gonna keep adding the power. Not too much, but it's there. So, defying ying. Use that y sound to jump off into the ying, into the mixed voice. And y is amazing for mixed voice. It just focuses y right here. Even if you pronounce it y, it's really forward, isn't it? It's right on your teeth. Yeah. That's what we want, what we need really for mixed voice. So, defying, and again, defying gravity. Now what I need you to do, if this is taking a little bit of brain power, which it might, okay, I understand that completely. It's a lot to take in, but what I need you to do is I need you to write down points for yourself that make sense to you and analyze this a little and repeat this defying thing, yeah, a few times. Repeat it a few times so that your brain registers that switch, and then you actually digest the technique better that way. Don't rush through it, okay? Come back to this lesson as many times as you need. You've got all the chapters. Everything is divided for your convenience. You can always go back to the place that you want, that you need. Let's have a look at the next bit. And you can pull me down. Nothing that we've not done already today. I think that's just your chest voice. Yeah, we're just continuing with that, especially after C#5 belt. B flat 4, I feel like is gonna become, yeah, I hope anyway, it's gonna become a lot more comfortable note for you. Just remember to open it, yeah? Open your mouth, me down, okay? And anchoring. Anchoring is a big one. Okay, so in part 7, we've got chesty, conversational, yeah, quite, placement. But for example, when you've got there's no fight we cannot win, if it's just a little bit, just a tad too high for you and you're worried about it, preempt that worry by setting vocal technique in place, by setting your anchoring in place before that. You can do, yeah, your anchoring, sort of belty type technique. There's no fight, we cannot win, we cannot win. That's it. Just use the steps that we talked about today already. Now moving on, part 8, just you and I, Defying Gravity. This is your C#5 belt again. You've got just you and I. That's your C#5 belt. I need you to use your anchoring. For there's no fight we cannot win. And then I'll need you to do the same thing before just you and I. There's no fight we cannot win. Breathe. Just you and I, defying gravity. Very good. So your mouth will be huge. Big mouth, lots of support here with your anchoring. Think of it as if you've got like a ring here around you. Ring of power, okay? Ring of power. Use that for me. Visualize it. It helps so much. So if you've forgotten what anchoring is about, go back to part 5 and recap that again, okay? You've got chapters right here in the video, use them. Let's have a look at with you and I, Defying Gravity, because it's a bit higher. So if we're with you and I need you to remember that defying ying placement that we did for mixed voice earlier today. So ying, it's a yay, yo kind of sound. Let's do yay, yay, yay. With you, yay, yay. That's gonna be a placement. With you and I. Okay, so use this, yeah, do you see what I'm doing? Yeah, bring support in for your mixed voice. Then the same with defying, which you have done already today. But if you need a reminder, just go back to part 6 of this video. Now, let's have a look at the next part, which is your part 9. I hope you're happy again. It's a different vibe though. So you've got, I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this. It's all very light, yeah? I hope it brings you bliss. I really hope you get it. We're switching to your chest voice here. It's quite low, plus it's a lot more active, yeah? So we want to do that. I really hope you get it and you don't live to regret it. It's all a bit more chesty here. However, the I hope you're happy in the end can be your head voice again. It's quite nice. I hope you're happy, my friend. Can be light chest voice as an example. Right, let's move on to part 10, which is It's Me, so if you care to find me. It's quite high up, but what have we learned today? We learned so much already, and we're gonna use all this knowledge to get these notes right. You've got C#5 belt to start with, and we previously have done this note today on chest voice. What I suggest we do here, however, is belt it on mixed voice in preparation for the F5 note. Look to the western sky. Remember the mixed voice placement here, yeah, in your teeth, with a bit of your support, yeah, that we did earlier today. So we've got me here. Me, 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 me. Let's find that again. Me, 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 me. You can go from your head voice into your mix. Me, me, me. Whilst bringing your support and tensing your abs a little bit as you do so. Now remember to give your belt some space, so meh. Remember to also do a surprise breath. Anchoring could work well here as well, why not? It's a belt, we can really benefit from this. So, it's a meh. That's your mixed belt. Bring that support and tense your abs on that me, okay? To give it a bit more power, just don't over squeeze. Everything should feel nice and light. Shouldn't feel like you're trying too hard. No. If it feels like you're trying too hard, just shake everything, shake it all off. It means that there's just so much tension going on. No, let's release that, okay? Remember your surprise breath. Remember the throwing of the sound. Me, okay? Now, you've got, so if you care to find me, because we did It's me. Me is your placement for part 10 belts, for mixed belts. Me is your placement. Apart from look note, which is going to be a little bit more vertical. C#5, And so if you care to find me is also C#5. Now, we could have done it on chest voice, on very high chesty belt. However, I think mixed voice is a good choice here because it gives you that continuity, it gives you that consistency of vocal registers. So if you care to find me, try this for me first. Remember to tense your abs a bit as you do so. Very good. So if you care to find me. F is quite a breathy consonant. We need to make it snappy. Find me so that your belt stays belty. Now, look, yeah, is a higher bit that is coming next. Look. We're gonna go from horizontal mouth into more of a vertical mouth. You are still keeping your support active, so your abs are still tensing a little bit, yeah, to support that vocal fold closure, yeah, the power. And we're throwing the sound, we're opening your mouth. Okay, right, try this again for me. Look, yeah? Remember the throwing, yeah? Throw that sound. And then we're back to your chest voice for a bit. You've got, as someone told me lately, which we're very familiar with. Everyone deserves the chance to fly. I need you to sing everyone on mixed voice, on that mixed voice, yeah, that we did earlier. And deserves the chance to fly is gonna be your chest voice. Everyone. So me. Try it on me first for me, yeah? Make sure that you do exactly the same thing we did earlier, okay? So me it first, then do it with the lyrics and add a bit of glottal attack to it actually. So everyone, glottal attack, something a bit more snappy, okay? That's gonna help you bring your vocal folds together. Everyone. You could even switch on one actually. See what your voice likes best. You can switch to your chest voice on one, or you can switch to a chest voice on deserves. Up to you, depends on where your break is, depends on what you're comfortable with, okay? Try both. Everyone deserves the chance to fly. And then something interesting happens. Did you hear on the track there's like a little bit of a growl there? So, fly. Fly is your chest voice. You're just dropping into the growl. What is a growl? A growl is basically engagement of your false vocal folds. So you've got your true vocal folds that you're singing with right now, so these two pieces of muscle tissue, and there's another two pieces of muscle tissue that are called false vocal folds, and they're situated just above your true vocal folds. They basically protect your airways, so like when you cough or when, you know, when they say food's gone the wrong way. So it will go on your false vocal folds, you'll start coughing, and it will come out of your airways. Your false vocal folds, however, can make a sound and you can start engaging them. And how do you do that? Let's think of it as if you're just like breathing out, like you're just fed up. Just go, do you hear that? Fly, fly. It's funny how it works because I need you to think of it as if you're again throwing this out, but it's like you throw a ball and it went all the way down, yeah? Fly, just dropped. Fly, yeah? Try that as well. Fly, and just squat. Fly. Yeah, that's it. Well done. And you can just add this kind of quality every now and again. It adds to it. 100% adds a bit of texture. And with an if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free, we're carrying on with that bright sort of chest voice. Make sure that your diction, articulation are very active and you bring emotion into it because that's gonna help you carry the song 100%. Part 11, tell them how I'm defying gravity. Again, you've got your chesty belts together with your mixed belts, so the me placement will be strong as well. Just take your time, sing it on a me first. Remember that you can go me on head voice first, then you move it slowly into the mixed. Go back a few chapters if you need a reminder on how to do that. Part 12, unlimited number 2. And we've got a couple of head voice unlimiteds, and then we've got a mixed voice unlimited number 3. Unlimited falsetto placement, yeah? Now, 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 now. Think of it as now, now, now. Give it space. And then we've got unlimited, yeah? It's very open your mouth. And then we're shifting it forward. Remember me, me, me? Me, 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 yeah? That's your E flat to D flat, okay, or C sharp to D sharp. That's your mixed voice. Again, yeah, it's here again. Limited. From vertical sort of mouth position, we went into me, me, me again, yeah. There, brighter, strong support, yeah. Make sure it's there. Don't over squeeze though, but bring your knuckles in for unlimited 3, yeah? Me, 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 and open your jaw. Nobody. Is your last part 13, we made it. Is your growl? Nobody. So chest voice, nobody. Into that kind of growl, breathing out, all right? No wizard that there is or was. You're just talking about, you've got E flat, D flat belt again there. Me down, just do it on mixed voice, okay? Again, the me is gonna help you. Me is such a big help because you know this placement already. For the very first time it came up for you on It's Me. Yeah, there, that's what we did it for the first time. So make sure that you literally just revisit that. Me, me, me. Keep saying me, me, me. If it's a struggle, remember that you can go me, head voice, and then me, me, me. Me, pronounce that M for me. Focus the sound in your teeth. It's very forward and bring your support in. That's very important. Gradually, gradually bring your knuckles in. Is ever gonna bring surprise breath. And there's your mixed belt. Remember to give your belt space. No matter if it's chest or mixed voice, it doesn't matter, okay? So you need that surprise breath, low breathing, breathe low. Yeah, none of this. No, 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 no. Have some support here with your legs, okay? Got your anchoring, got the throwing. Focus your sound in your teeth right here for that brightness in your mixed voice. Once we've touched on C sharp 5, it's me mixed belt. It's all very similar. It's just that the higher it goes, the thinner. So like F5, yeah, when we did that F5 note, it's gonna be thinner just because your vocal folds keep stretching and stretching and stretching. Imagine if something is stretching, it's gonna get thinner, isn't it? Mass-wise. It's gonna stretch, 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 thinner, thinner, thinner. Our job is just to maintain it with our mouth position, with making sure that your support's there, yeah, that you're supporting the sound, applying a bit of air pressure to sustain that sound. That's it. What I suggest we do for F5 here, yeah, for bring me down, let's change the mouth position a little bit. Let's make it even more open. It doesn't need to have all this kind of tension in it, okay? No, not at all. And please, don't belt it on chest. That is so high. You need to bring some form of mixed voice into it. Can be chestier mix, absolutely. But it also can be headier, like what we're doing here today. It's a lot more doable, especially if you're not 100% familiar with mixed voice just yet. So make it a bit easier for yourself. You're gonna still learn something, but you're not gonna struggle through it. And then you just have, oh wow! You can sing something of your own. You can use the same sort of placement that we did for mixed voice, or you can try a chesty belt with anchoring, yeah, towards the end of that, oh wow, bit. You can do either. So try it out, see what your voice likes best. Let me know in the comments below. And we made it! This is the end of your lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. We covered so many techniques today. Why don't we count how many techniques we've done today? Oh my goodness, my notes here, they're endless for this lesson. So you had active diction articulation, you had conversational phrasing, you had falsetto and head voice, you had chest voice, you had vocal cry, you had anchoring, you had belly breathing, breathe low, singer's breathing, yeah? Wings, remember anchoring, yeah? Then you got throwing of the sound number 8, singing above the pencil 9, mixed voice 10, mouth position, and vocal support, yeah, the oomph, 12 techniques, and that's just what I remember. Let me know if I forgot something. Write it down in the comments below, please. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please come back to it as many times as you need to. What I suggest you do is with these type of really long lessons, because I put so much detail into it, I suggest you A, take notes, B, I need you to warm up before. Don't you do it without a warm up. This is not the song you just jump into. Make sure you join my email newsletter and you'll get 40 plus tracks for your warm-ups absolutely free of charge. Link is in the description below. Use it. I very much enjoyed your company today. Thank you for being here. Make sure to stick around, subscribe to Sing It to the World for more videos, and watch my other how to sing lessons. There's about 30 lessons I did so far. Please go ahead and check this playlist right here for more lessons on how to sing popular songs in great detail. Give this video a like and a share, and tell other singers about Sing It to the World. I'll very much appreciate that. I'll see you next time.